Hello people, welcome to Michaeltechroom. Today we're going to take a look at a laptop that I took out of the box. But after the intro, let's talk about this new laptop I've gotten. Alright, so we are back. So let's talk about this laptop. This is a Lenovo Ideapad 310 laptop. This is one of those Lenovo low budget laptop. So this particular model, excuse me, I'm going to be reading the sheet off it real quick. So this is a Lenovo Ideapad 310 negative sign, no, a dash 15isk. So this is that version. So this version, it's a little more simple too. So let's talk about the hardware real quick. So we do have a dual core. This is a dual core i7. So this is like the i7. This is the 65U, and its rated speed would be 2.5 gigahertz. So that's the speed it's running at. That came with 12 gig, which is a good thing because I didn't have to upgrade. And 1 terabyte of hard drive, and it's a Seagate brand. So if you're one of those person that have a bad luck with Seagate, you might swap out. But I will tell you later how easy it was. And so it does have DVD writer, so you'll get that, the standard one, which I will tell you later I don't like when I got out of the box. And it does have a 15.6 HD LED screen. It does have the 2-cell battery, and it does have the Windows 10. So that's most of the hardware you get and stuff come with. So let's talk about what you get out of the box when you cut the tape open. So when you cut the tape open, you don't get very much in a laptop these days. They generally give you a manual. That's a quick start manual. Tell you what each of these function key is, what all these lights are. Which, oddly enough, this one does have the hard drive indicator light. So, if you get bugged, you might have to write a little software for yourself. But like I said, a quick start guide kind of get you to know your laptop. Then they have another little paper with all these support call or the phone number if you have any issue, and you get a teeny tiny transformer or a little charger that you do get with it. It's pretty tiny. It's not like this no more. It's not that. So it's pretty tiny. It's a similar shape to Apple. I give it that much. But I'm surprised for an i7 you get this tiny little power brick. So it must be very efficient at the job to not require a big transformer. So, and of course, I did um, well, I unboxed it. It did use a nice soft foam. They do wrap it up pretty good. So, obviously, you get this nice cover, which I always save. I did generally when I put in the laptop bag. I usually slide in. I slide the laptops and put my laptop in the bag, in a laptop bag with this, and I do use this quite often because knowing laptop over the past year, you know how some of these laptops will get the keyboard will leave an imprint on the screen, so you know how that goes. So soft foam, I'm not sure if soft foam would do fine, but obviously I got it from the store, so I would imagine if this got stabbed in the box, I would imagine that it will get to the laptop if somebody like pokes through it really badly. So you know, dropping it did fine, but when it comes to like something gouging it, and when it's gouged, if something get in there and destroy it, that's the only bad thing about it. So, but mine is intact at least. So, so pretty much. So what the heck? We went over the hardware. We went over the boxing material, and now, obviously you know people the screen size, and let's talk about the I/O port on it. So this side of this port, you get power, AC power, VGA, Ethernet, HDMI, and USB. Then on the other side, you get Kensington lock, your DVD writer, your optical drive, and you get a 2 USB, and you got indicator light. And before I forget, there's an indicator light too on that side, and this indicator on the side will tell you the battery. So, so how does my first impression when I got out of the box? How did it work out? Did everything work fine? Everything like that? Well, let me tell you when I got out of the box. What is the one thing that does bother the heck out of me? Number one, the optical drive. Whatever that optical drive is in now. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the battery. Okay, so we are back now with a fresh battery in the Canon Rebel. But I left off at how the optical drive is it's not pleasant when it comes to noise. So in the past, I mean not in the past, but after a week of owning it, after running like Linux Mint, which obviously wait here is Windows 7. When I got out, I did not boot this laptop with Windows 7. What I ended up did when I got it, I just took out the hard drive and put it off to the side, and so I ran the DVD drive for a little while, and after a little while, it does make a pitch noise, and it's a really annoying pitch noise for me. I don't know. It's so I don't like it. So if you're the type of person who doesn't like high pitch noise or doesn't like the pitch, you might want to swap out. And when you do swap out, make sure you get the right thickness of the optical drive. So do double check, because I ran into that issue too. This laptop, it's so thin that it requires a signal drive. So apparently I think it's 9.5 millimeter thickness for the optical drive, because I put in a hard drive adapter, so I turn my bay, or I turn my DVD drive into a hard drive now. So yeah, so see here, 9.5 millimeter. So it's need to be that thickness. Because what's so funny is when I take my old laptop optical drive, slide out, and trying to slide this in, the thickness is totally different. So please keep in mind that you might run into that issue. So that's one thing. I don't like the optical drive. And number two is the fan is a little weird on it. I don't know what it is, but when it's on battery, it makes this horrifying noise. Why I say horrifying noise is it sounds like there's a wire caught in the fan. It's like, so it will drive you nuts. And it only does it when you have it plugged not plugged. When you have on battery. When you have on battery, it will make a noise. And sometimes it's a intermittent issue. Sometimes it will come in. Sometimes it come out. So that's another thing too. And number three is the shortcut key. I don't like the shortcut key. There's one missing shortcut key, and that is the Wi-Fi. But other than that, they got the volume function key, so I can turn up the screen brightness. Which today it's working, because sometimes the software that's controlling the function key, that's tend to be moody. So half time the volume does work, so I can change it. Yeah, my hand that's in the way. Yeah, I'll probably have an overlay shot. Yeah, you kind of saw in the corner. But everything else is okay. It's just function key. There's one thing, and that's Wi-Fi, and that is driving me up the wall too. So now I have to go through the adapter and window and disable it from the control panel, not from a short key. So I wish Lenovo did remove this. I didn't know right off the bat until I had my mom enter in the Wi-Fi password, and after she left, I noticed there was no function key to turn off the Wi-Fi. So that's one annoying thing too. Another bad thing is I don't see no hard drive indicator light too. So you might have to write up your own program. When I say write up your own program, you might have to write a program in the corner, give you a little hard drive indicator light. So that's another bad thing too. And another bad thing about this laptop, it's not Windows 7 friendly. As you can see you see Windows 7 that's running, but do expect to do a lot of patch-up work to get Windows 7 to work. Do expect. And do expect to bring your hand on the desk, because finding driver to work with Windows 7, that's it's been Lenovo is not too friendly with this particular laptop. Not this. So, and nice thing about these Intel graphic is you can run 3 monitors too. So, the other monitor is out of the frame. So, anything with Haswell, ever since Haswell got started with the 3 monitor, they've been continuing on with Skylake, with the Skylake processor, which this laptop does have Skylake processor in there. So it's not running any add-on code. It's running the video off of its own processor. So it's running its own integrated graphic that Intel have made. And another thing too is it does have Bluetooth, which before I forget, so Bluetooth does work okay. Surprisingly, the software is compatible with Windows 7. It's kind of weird how some of the function key to run Windows 7 doesn't work 100%. So maybe in the future, if I load Windows 10, maybe my issue would go away if I upgrade to Windows 10. But for now, it's only a intermittent issue. It's kind of like that fan too. You know, it's kind of like that fan. Sound like there's a wire caught up. That's like an intermittent issue. You know, it will come in and out. You know, and it only does on battery. So pretty much, that's pretty it, you know, because, you know, clean design too, I should say. The design is pretty simple and simplistic, you know, there's not too many fancy line. It's very simple. You got chiclet keyboard, very simple, that's your regular chiclet keyboard. On the top there's a brush metal effect on this palm rest, or the keyboard tray I should say. But the bottom and the side, the front, the screen frame, and the back of it, they're non-glossy, so that's another thing too. And being this is 2016, or being it's 2016, you will get your webcam and your microphone as normal. And did I forget there was a headphone jack too? An SD card. Wow, I forgot about it. So you do get about an SD card. One thing I would say with the SD card, if you're the type of person who like to leave your SD card in your laptop all the time, the only bad thing is it will stick out that far, which I'll probably overlay a shot. So you will not be able to travel unless you get this special SD card that doesn't stick out a whole lot. So that's the only way. So unfortunately, that's a big thing about it. And the headphone jack, that's a combo, so that it's a on-one. So if you need to have a separate microphone and the headphone jack, you probably want to get a special adapter if you want to have a separate one. But most the headphones I plugged in did work, so it's backward compatible. So I believe if you connect a microphone, it will detect that you plugged into a microphone too. So I'm trying to think of one thing or other things before I forget. So yeah. And you do get lights too, so if you've been around Camille long enough, or if you've been around Camille long enough, well, as you know, if you turn on microphone, the light will turn on. So it does have that too, so it will let you know that, hey, there's some program running in the background. So definitely would let you know. So pretty much, I think this is one quick overview of this particular laptop. So what I'm going to do is in the video for you people. So I will say thank you for watching. I will catch you people next time. So feel free to subscribe or Google Plus me, whichever way will work for you people. And feel free to like the video or dislike the video. And feel free to comment on the video. So if we get a large amount of comment, we will do a separate video. But if we get like 1 or 2, if it's unboxing or vlogging, I will read the comment out loud for you people. So I don't mind if you want to start a conversation with me. That's pretty much okay with me. If you want me to ask me what is my experience with the network switch or what, you're welcome to do that. So, and feel free to check out the video note below. Click on show me more. Channel email address, which you may have to copy and paste. Another way if you want to comment or what. And Amazon wish list that can support my YouTube channel if you want if you want to help out my YouTube channel. So if you want to, you are definitely welcome. If you can't, if you want to use that it as a recommendation list, that's okay. That's totally up to you people if you want to do that or not. Do that or not. That's you decision, people. So it's whatever you or decide to. And check out the forums I'm part of. So if you are part of one of the forums, if you want to say hi, feel free. So, and that's another way too. If you want to interact with me on one of those tech dev forums too that I'm part of, because I'm part of a couple of tech dev forums. So you're welcome to say hi to me or what. So yeah, pretty much this is only a quick review, but over time, once I get a little more hour on it, I will tell you how well did the laptop did. How did the laptop last a good time, or did it fail miserably? So I will let you know in a couple 3 months or 5 months or whatever it's going to be. So I will see you that.